Suzanne.
That's a lot. Thank you.
All right, so now we have Payload CMS followed by Imagine Chat.
Hi everyone, I'm James. I've been a full stack designer and developer for 12 years. The funny thing about developers are that they build the internet. They get to choose the tools that they use. They get to influence business decisions, but it all happens at the lowest level. It's who's building the software. And so Payload is a developer-first content management system. Hit next. So Stripe, everyone's heard of Stripe. They're like the Silicon Valley unicorn. And the way that they got to their success was by designing their entire product for developers first. Their documentation is clear. The APIs are easy to use and understandable. And it's going to save you time as a developer if you build with Stripe over some more complex and convoluted payment processors. So just like Stripe, just like Twilio, just like Algolia, Payload is going to be a developer-first product in the content management space. And it's the first one like that. Next slide. Right now, content management system is a swear word to developers. If anyone has ever used WordPress, you probably hate it. But if you write code, then you really hate it. WordPress is not fun to use. And there really is no better solution. I built the Klarna.com website with my brother back there, and we had to use WordPress for it. And that is a huge website. That was $500,000, and they used WordPress, and we hated it. It slows you down, you have to write old code, it hampers your productivity, and you hit roadblocks left and right. Next slide. So with Payload, it's going to cut your development time in half, it's going to improve your productivity, you're going to be able to use modern languages like React and TypeScript. You can learn it super easily because we have a focus on our documentation, and you're never going to hit a roadblock because it's completely extensible. So the way it works is you write a config, all code-based, all TypeScript, and you get a database, you get a REST, GraphQL, and Node API automatically, and it gives you a React admin panel that you can extend and build upon as a developer, which is a beautiful thing. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, great. Next slide. This is what it looks like. It's very minimal. I am obsessed with UX design. I love it. It's a big part of my life and my passion. And the interface is clean, it's extensible, it doesn't get in your way, and marketers can use it too. Next slide. This is a real quote from someone in Brooklyn. They have a pro license. We've got customers all over the world already. We've got enterprise licenses in Switzerland, UK, you name it. The product is live. Everyone literally loves it. It's crazy how much positive reception we're getting. And the product's market fit is definitely there. We just haven't marketed it yet. Next slide. So the other thing about Payload is that like with WordPress, you manage your content and you also build the front end of your website with WordPress, which means that you write WordPress code to build very complex, shiny interfaces. And that is terrible. So if you're like Spotify and you have to manage album art, artist descriptions, playlists, everything like that in one place, but you have a smart TV app, you have a native app, you have a website, a web app, all that content needs to be in one place, but you need to use it in many places. You could never use WordPress to do that. Next slide. With Payload, it's all API based. So there's a CMS, but with the API, you actually pull content out of it wherever you want, in whatever language you want. So you can have a mobile app, website, desktop app, VR, whatever, all using the exact same content on the back end in one place. It's a beautiful thing. It's called a headless content management system. It's already feature rich. We have everything that all the big guys have. We just did it way better. And I'm really, honestly, very pumped about it. Next slide. We get about 1,300 downloads per week right now. We have like 700 production projects. We have a big handful of paid subscriptions, enterprise licenses already. But we're still in beta. We haven't even hit 1.0. So we're going to launch 1.0 in about a month or two. And then it's going to be time to open up the floodgates, get the word out there, and start making a shitload of money. Our revenue model, you can download it for free as a developer. It's completely free. You can just yarn add Payload and boom, you're ready. The team license is up for 5 users. That's $29 a month. Unlimited is $119, and then enterprise is where our sweet spot will be because we can like get larger fish that have bigger budgets and freer money, and that's where the money is going to come from. The market is massive. It's literally any company that has to manage content and employs a developer. So 250,000, that's a very conservative estimate. This is internet scale. And if they each spend approximately $100, that's $25 million monthly recurring revenue. So there's a lot of money to be made here. And that's very conservative. Next slide. Right now, there's a bunch of players out there, but Payload has a modern tech stack, and it's a great developer experience, whereas WordPress, you can see, it's all the way in the bottom left. The other ones are just kind of jokers. They play around in the bottom left too, but Payload is way, way, way nicer to use. Next slide. We're seeking investors. It's time to go. We have the product market fit. I haven't raised any money. We've got 3 partners, and I'm looking for a seed round, and it's going to be time to make some more money off that. Next slide. Thank you. Any questions, reach out to me. Those are my 3 partners there. We're all engineers, all design development background, and we complement each other pretty well. Any questions?
I just asked all the questions today. How many current beta users do you have?
1,300 downloads a week, and we have like 800 projects live right now.
Okay, and then are you in paid beta?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so what's your MRR?
It's low, it's like $7,000,
Okay.
not much.
When did you launch?
January last year.
Okay. I have one more question. That's all good job.
Cool. Anybody else?
Oh, what are you raising?
Probably 4 million, around there.
For what?
Yeah.
Marketing, content generation. With developers, you need to appeal to them where they are. They don't like advertising, so they all have ad blockers installed. So what you need to do is you need to build boilerplates, you need to build content like guidelines, tutorials for how to use the software, how to build a subscription service with it, how to build an e-commerce app with it. You just basically write tutorials and get them everywhere all the time, and that's good for search engine optimization. It drives people to the website. That's how we're going to boost awareness.
How are you organically getting traffic now?
Search engines, mostly. Optimization, and I have a YouTube channel. We've done YouTube tutorials already. They're really successful. We have all kinds of content generation right now, but I don't do this full time. This is my side project. So I want to go full time and like nail those things out once a week.
Oh. Okay, why are you not getting them like on Reddit and GitHub and
We are.
things like that? You are?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, what's your highest traffic source?
Probably Reddit. Reddit is great for that, but it's kind of, you have to get sneaky because they don't like you to self-promote there. So you got to kind of get creative when you post there, but that's definitely the most effective one.
Okay.
Good questions. Sounds like you're in this space a little bit.
I am. I built a platform on Drupal like in
Ugh.
2010.
Did you see where I put them on the chart? They're pretty low.
That was a long time ago.
Yep. Any other questions? Cool.
All right, James.